Today I'm going to show you how to do a pretty fun exercise that's a real gateway into a really dynamic sort of jumping activity with a band that you could also use with a cable. So I'll figure out a better name for it in the description, hopefully, but I don't know what to call this. It's basically a lateral lunge with a band or a cable to a standing chop, essentially. So we go here, it looks like this is the activity. So I'm going to break this down for you and explain what's going on and how to do it safely and where to progress, because we're doing this without a jump at first where it's just standing, and then eventually you'll do it really dynamically where you're really jumping. So let's break it down in today's episode. Okay, so for this exercise, you're going to need some kind of cable or band. And if you have a band, just loop it around a nice stable surface. Don't use doorknobs, they tend to fly open. And the band, I'm going to place this down low, so like mid shin height, okay? Because you're going to be getting into this position where you're in a split squat and you're rotated and you're really allowing your body to kind of be pulled over toward the band. So we're really winding up the posterior oblique sling. So the right glutes, in my case on this side, I'm stretching out my right butt cheek and my left lats, okay? Because I'm being pulled over this way. And then as they stretch up, they naturally want to recoil. They want to contract. And so I squat down and then I recoil, and that's the action essentially. So this is the eccentric wind-up phase of the exercise, and then that's the concentric or kind of explosive part of the exercise. Now, before you even do this, you should have spent some time doing, some kind of like side lunges, these kinds of things. You should have done no bands, no cables, no weights. You should have done some kind of side stepping and worked that into side lunging, right? So only once you've done those things for a while, like weeks at least, if you're really athletic, you might adapt to it rather quickly. But if you're not, and you're not used to power activity where you're moving quickly, then you really want to give yourself months before you start picking up a cable like this and doing dynamic exercises. But if you're ready for it, and I'm assuming that, hopefully you are if you're watching this, or hopefully you are when you decide to do this, just make sure that you plant your foot here and you're not taking a lunge like this, okay? And we're not getting our feet too close together like they're on a tightrope, okay? You need to have your feet about if I'm here and I have my right foot facing the band, I take my left foot, I slide it 1 foot backwards, okay? My feet are hips width distance, and then I keep them hips width distance apart and slide my left foot back. That's my split squat, my split squat. I have a video on that, check it out. And then I'll know that I'm at the right distance from the cable. If you're using a cable machine, you don't have to worry about this, but if you're using a band, they have no tension, and then they have like a little bit of tension, and then you walk them out and they have a lot of tension. So you want to be far enough away that when you squat down and you take both hands to the handle, that if you rotate and straighten your arms, you still feel some tension on the band. So if I'm over here, the band is loose. I'm not far enough away. So I have to get kind of far away. Then I squat down, pull my, make my shoulder blades stable, pack my belly in, and then I'm rotating. And that's where from here, all I'm gonna do is pull my elbows in, pull my shoulder blades back, straighten my legs and take a side step, and then push both of my arms straight as I rotate to the left, okay? And then I just reverse that to do another rep. I pull my elbows in first. Don't do this with straight arms. That's how you hurt yourself. Pull your elbows in, get this weight tight into your chest, because this is a very stable position. This is a very unstable position. Okay, so elbows in, hold the weight tight. Then I start to rotate and squat down, and then I can allow my elbows to go out. So in slow motion, but without as much talking, it's gonna look like this. Elbows in, rotate, straighten the legs, step, press, then elbows back in, hold the weight tight to my chest, squat down, and then let the arms go out. So elbows in, step, press, elbows in, squat, let go. Elbows in, step, press, elbows in, squat, and let go. So, and then you start to get used to that. And once you feel like you're not being pulled by the band, okay, any of that stuff, because it will happen to you. And start with a really easy band. Start with light weight because it's weird you're being pulled sideways. Once you get used to that, then it's gonna look more like this, where you're here and right? Okay? So you're winding up like a Hot Wheels car, and then boom, you let the car go. Winding up like a Hot Wheels car, boom, let the car go, okay? And that's the activity for now. It's just the right foot stays exactly where it is the whole time. You are not moving the foot that is closest to the band. Don't move that foot at all. It's here, boom, boom, okay? From the back side, from the other side, it'll look like this. Okay? And it's appropriate to lift up onto the balls of the feet as you press, but don't pick that foot up. And then eventually you can add more jumping into the activity, but give it time, progress slowly. Don't worry about the next stage until you have this one totally mastered and you're just utterly bored with it because you're so good at it. Then you can start to progress, okay? I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching. If you need help programming, I do work with people one-on-one, so go to my website to check that out. Thank you. Peace.